All right, it's time for part 2. So if you don't know, now you know I combed out my locks and I am now about to do my first wash day with loose natural hair. I made a trip to Target and I spent more money on hair products than I have spent in the past 5.5 years. Inflation is crazy. So these are the products I picked up: a tangle teaser, some scissors, conditioner, a shampoo from Taraji P's line that I really loved, some shower caps, satin bonnet, and yeah, all this just to prepare to have loose natural hair again. I saved a lot of money while locked, I can definitely say that, but oh my god, it felt so good to be able to reach every part of my scalp in that shower. Wow, that feeling was incredible, y'all. This is how much hair I lost while washing, and I detangled it while the conditioner was in there. So that's the white stuff that you see. And here I'm just working the conditioner. Well, actually, I rinsed out the conditioner here. So this is just clean, washed and conditioned and detangled damp hair. Were so bad. I know because they were like impossible to detangle even with a wide tooth comb. So I know I need a trim. So yeah, this is what we're getting into, the star of the show, the Revere. I wanted to try the Revere as soon as I saw it on Natural 85's page. So I purchased it, and then after purchasing it and using it, I reached out to Revere and asked them if they wanted to collab because I really, really loved it. So they actually gifted me this Revere. So thank you, Revere, for gifting me this tool. It is amazing. So here's my review. The dryer is pretty big, but I didn't find that it got in the way or anything. You just sit the base on your sink, and then the wand is not heavy or anything. It's really easy, and I really love how you didn't have to use a comb and start from the bottom and move up. So less manipulation means less breakage, and that's what we're going for, because I knew that I was already going to have a lot of breakage just dealing with tangles from being locked for the past 5 years. So, and my hair is really uneven right now. I haven't trimmed it, so I wanted something that would be easy for me to stretch it out and expose what I needed to trim without me having to rip it out with a comb and a blow dryer, if that makes sense. So the device wasn't too loud for me. It kind of sounds like a vacuum, and yeah, it didn't bother me at all. And I love that it's a healthy alternative if you just need to stretch your hair for like a braid appointment, or you just need to stretch your hair to see if you need a trim. Then I definitely recommend using the Revere because it just felt really gentle on my hair. It felt like it was just warm air that was stretching my hair out, and the suction technique was really great on my roots. Like, it got my roots really straight. And I noticed that when I'm using a traditional blow dryer, I'm not able to get my roots as straight without putting like direct, really hot heat right on my scalp and going over it over and over and over again to get close to my root. But with the suction technique, it kind of pulls from the bottom up. So your root ends up getting straight just from the suction, which I really appreciated. And I love that there was no manipulation. So definitely make sure that you prep your hair before you go in. So make sure it is not only damp but detangled and clean, and always use a heat protectant. So I had mine on the low heat setting and a suction of 6. So the suction settings go all the way up to 7. So I had it almost on the full suction, but I didn't have it on the full heat. So I think my hair could have got a little bit more straight because I didn't have it on the highest heat. But I also didn't realize that I didn't have it on the highest heat because I didn't notice the switch on the actual wand. So the switch for the heat is on the wand, and the switch for the suction is on the base. You can customize it for whatever works for you, but I definitely believe that it's a healthier alternative, especially if you're afraid of heat damage, which I am. I look back on some of my videos with my loose natural hair and I cringed because I used so much heat, and then I wondered why my hair kept breaking and splitting. So I definitely don't want to repeat the same mistake again. So I will definitely be using this Revere if I ever need to straighten my hair or stretch it out. It won't give you that silky blowout look, but it's perfect if you just need to, like I said, prep your hair for a braid appointment or you need to do a quick trim. And I found that this tool will be really useful If you want to wear even like stretched, braid out, or twist out styles, because it uses minimal heat and you don't need a lot of skill to use it. Sometimes when you're using a traditional blow dryer, you need to have great, like, you know, hand coordination when it comes to twirling the comb or the brush in the same direction as you guys know what I'm talking about. If you want to learn more about Revere, click the link in my bio, and for 10% off, use the code JoMichelle at checkout. So this is when I realized I was really going to need a trim. Like, my ends look so bad. I'm going to show you where I think that I needed to trim it. And while doing this voiceover, I have already trimmed my hair. So I trimmed it even a little bit higher than that. But I did not want my hair to split or end up having more breakage than necessary. So I ended up trimming about 5 inches off of my hair. Some areas even more than that, because I also had to match the top to the back a little bit better because I cut my hair into a bob before I combed my locks out. So the back locks were a lot shorter. And I really did not like how it looked. Just letting you guys know. Yeah, it had volume at the root, but then the ends were so stringy that I was like, what is this? I was trying to like it, and I was like, okay, maybe a side part would work. No, this is why health over length is so important, because it just doesn't look good. So in my head, I'm already envisioning trimming off that part that's stringy and looking weird, and I'm liking it a lot more once I'm covering it up. Snip, 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 snip. I already know it's coming. And that back area, like I was saying earlier, is so short. So yeah, definitely need some shaping. So stay tuned for part 3. This is a long process, guys, but I was just being patient. This is where I'm using a mousse that worked out really well for me. If you follow me on Instagram, then you know which mousse I'm talking about, but I'll talk more about it in the next video. And I use the Revere again to straighten out that twist out, or not straighten it out, but stretch it out a little bit more. And this is the hair on my actual birthday, so I'm so happy it worked out, that I liked my hair on my 35th birthday. So thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you at the next one. Oh, and it wouldn't be one of my videos if I didn't shamelessly plug my makeup line. So we just came out with a translucent setting powder and a new liquid lipstick. The color is Sand, and that's what I'm doing here. I'm applying sand, and I used Cocoa Tea lipstick to line my lips. And check it out at joemichellepro.com. Thank you guys again for watching, and I'll catch you at the next one. Bye.